Ciao Juventini, welcome back to the channel. I'm Alberto. It's September 29th. I've got all the latest news surrounding Juventus. We are going to talk about the Juventus women's side and their victory yesterday and what it means for them. We are going to talk about Nicola Schira coming out today and debunking a few of the rumors circulating around some potential opportunities for Juve in the upcoming mercados. Then we're going to take a look at a couple new names that have been added to the mix as potential targets for Juventus as well. Then we've got the latest on the situation surrounding Juan Cuadrado and his future with Juventus. Then we're going to take a look at all the status updates as we head into the next set of crucial matches for Juventus. So let's get into it. Alright, Juventini, friendly reminder to like the video, please. Let's get maximum amount of likes on this and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now, let's get to it. We are going to start off by congratulating the Juventus women's side for their 2-0 victory, yesterday. And now they have qualified for the Champions League group stages. So I saw the comments by many of you after yesterday reporting that they would be playing in that second leg qualifying match. And some of the comments that came back after watching the game were like, wow, this women's team might actually beat our men's team. They're entertaining to watch at the very least, so congratulations to them. Look forward to seeing them in the group stages. Now, we get to Nicola Schira. Nicola Schira has come out today and basically said in terms of the reports about Juve being interested in Benzabani, he says it is not a target for Juventus. In terms of Grimaldo, Nicola Schira says that basically Juventus will be facing stiff competition to try and sign the left back, and there are a lot of English teams after Grimaldo's signature, but what's set to happen according to Nicola Schira is that Benfica will be offering the player a renewal to try and prevent from losing him on a free. So that's the latest on Grimaldo. Now, in terms of new names that have popped up into the mix, Asensio's contract is running out at Real Madrid, and Juventus apparently is monitoring the situation as they might look to pick up Marco Asensio. He is another option available. In terms of Juan Cuadrado, we have news that Juventus, obviously unconvinced by his performances so far this season, and I've been highly critical of Juan, but apparently he will have until World Cup break to try and change Allegri and management's mind about a renewal. For me, real quick, my 2 cents on this, I don't think it should even be a discussion. I think we need to move on from Juan Cuadrado, and it shouldn't matter if he figures it out by World Cup break or not. So I'm a little concerned at hearing the reports that we're even thinking about a renewal for Juan Cuadrado, to be honest. But again, I lay it out for you to play it out. Let me know what you think, Juventini, in the comments section. Now, let's get to the last bit of news, which is the status updates. We know that Szczesny, Rabiot, Locatelli, and Sandro are all back starting this weekend. Di Maria is going to be banned for Bologna and Milan matches, but Chiesa is likely to be in the squad for the Milan match, so fingers crossed that he can get some minutes in there. Di Maria will be ready for Maccabi though, and we wait to see what Chiesa's status is in fact going to be, and if he will get some minutes starting with Milan. Obviously not starting, wouldn't be a starting scenario, but with the squad. So everybody's eagerly anticipating Chiesa's return to the side. Pogba, obviously, we continue to wait, but we will see if they are going to make that big a difference that Max Allegri is banking on. I still have my doubts, and it's not a knock on the players by any means, but Chiesa's coming back after this serious injury, and he is going to need time to adapt, and this is one of the main reasons why I didn't like Max speaking about these injuries and everything like that, because these guys shouldn't have that amount of pressure lining up and waiting for them coming back. It's already a pressure cooker at Juventus. We don't need to add more to it. Kovacevic, ex-Juve player, talking about the Serbian national side, obviously, as he is Serbian and involved. Basically speaking about Serbian striker Dusan Vlahovic, Juve striker, and then Kostic, and just speaking about their moments at Juventus so far. And he says very hard to be critical of Kostic, who's just come in a couple of months, learning a new language, learning a new game. And he said he will do well. It's just going to take him a little bit of time to adapt. And he said, yes, we are seeing players do better for the national side than they are with Juventus. He said, we can't criticize Max Allegri. He says he's not going to anyways because of how much he has won. But he did say that the injuries, again, Kovacevic is using that same thing, saying that, hey, when you're missing guys like Pogba, guys like Chiesa, it's going to make a big, big difference. In terms of Dusan Vlahovic, Kovacevic basically had to say that he believes he's suffering from performance anxiety and the amount of pressure that is on everybody at Juventus, and Vlahovic being so hard on himself, always wanting to succeed and do well, is probably hurting himself based on where they're at. But with the national side, obviously much more looser. But Kovacevic just basically spoke on how much pressure there is at Juventus. He even went back to his days and saying they had lost to Lecce, and then basically Moji came in, locked the door, and they didn't hear the end of it for a while because it's simply unacceptable. So yeah, interesting interviews. If you get the chance to read up on it, check it out. But yeah, it's anybody's guess if these injuries and when these players get back are going to make that big difference. But I think Chiesa is going to need time. So I'm not expecting that major impact immediately. I would love to be wrong on that. But that's your news break to September 29th, Juventini. I can't wait to hear from all of you in the comment section to this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe till tomorrow. Fino alla fine. Forza Juve. Do not forget, Sunday is when the lives kick off, as we will have a match day live getting ready for Bologna. Ciao tutti.